Tamia Marilyn Hill, known professionally as Tamia, is a Canadian singer-songwriter. She is best known for her first top 40 hit on the R&B charts, You Put a Move on My Heart, her 2001 hit Stranger in My House, Fabolous' 2003 hit Into You, her 2006 hit Me, and her 2012 hit Beautiful Surprise. Tamia is married to retired NBA player Grant Hill. They have two daughters, Myla Grace and Lael Rose. Early life: Tamia Marilyn Hill was born and raised in Windsor, Ontario. She grew up not far from the Detroit border, with her mother Barbara, and three younger brothers Tyrus, Tajhee, and Trajan. Aside from the music she heard and sang at church, Tamia was exposed to diverse music from an early age by her mother. Singing was always her passion. As early as age 6, she was on stage singing at the local church, and by age 12, had already been involved in several musicals which helped hone her musical skills. Tamia studied piano and voice with renowned Windsor musician, Eugene Davis, who was also instrumental in encouraging her to pursue her vocal passion. It was not long before the gifted young singer began receiving recognition for her talent. Her mother and godmother decided that the arts program at Walkerville Collegiate Institute in Windsor would best suit Tamia's musical talent. Along with attending high school at Walkerville, she made several appearances in local theatre and choral concerts before winning Canada's prestigious YTV Vocal Achievement Award in 1993. Tamia, who has an African-American mother and a white father, told Mike Check that she had the best of both worlds, and added that she's related to most of the black people in Windsor. My family comes in all shades from really light to very dark. Career equals 1995 euro 99, Tamia and other collaborations equals, in early to mid-1995, Tamia began recording her eponymous debut album, with production from the likes of Mario Winans, Jermaine Dupri, Tim and Bob, as well as additional help from Quincy Jones. The album's first single, You Put a Move on My Heart, a cover of the 1993 song by British singer Micah Paris, was released on December 2, 1995, which was produced by Quincy Jones, off of his Q's Juk joint album, charted at number 98 on the Billboard Hot 100, and became Tamia's first top 40 hit on the R&B charts, peaking at number 12. Another single, Slow Jams, which was co-written by American singer-songwriter Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, features Barry White, and Babyface himself. The single also appeared on Q's Juk joint, and appeared at number 68 on the Billboard Hot 100 and at number 19 on the R&B charts, becoming her second top 40 R&B hit. In the second quarter of 1996, Tamia collaborated with American singers Gladys Knight, Brandy, and Chaka Khan for the single, Missing You, which was featured in the 1996 blockbuster film, Set It Off, and released in August of that year. The single peaked at number 10 on the Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs, and at number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming her first top 40 single and third top 40 R&B hit overall. By late 1996, Tamia had received 3 Grammy Award nominations. Tamia's debut self-titled album, Tamia, was released in Canada on April 14, 1998. 3 weeks later it was released in the United Kingdom on May 11, and in North America the following day. To date, the album sold more than 420,000 copies in the United States and was certified gold. In June 1997, Tamia made her film debut as Shuri Silver in the action thriller Speed 2, Cruise Control. Playing the cruise liner's musical entertainer, she performed the Diane Warren Penn single Make Tonight Beautiful, which was released as part of the film's soundtrack. She has also appeared in other TV sitcoms, including Rock Me Baby and an episode of Kenan and Kel. Equals 2000 euro 05, A New Day and more equals, in October 2000, Tamia released her second album, A New Day. The album debuted at number 46 on the Billboard 200 and number 8 on the top R&B Hip-Hop Albums chart. It was certified gold by the RIAA and remains her highest-selling album to date. The first single from A New Day was Can't Go For That, written by Missy Elliott. The single peaked at number 84 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 23 on the R&B chart. The album's second single was Stranger in My House. The single went to number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 3 on the Billboard R&B chart and to number 1 for 10 weeks on the Billboard Hot Dance chart. It remains Tamia's biggest hit to date. Tamia released her third studio album, More, on April 6, 2004 in the United States. It debuted at number 17 on the Billboard 200 and at number 4 on the Billboard R&B Albums chart, going gold by the RIAA, for shipping over 500,000 units in North America. The lead single Into You, a collaboration with rapper Fabolous, sampled the chorus from Tamia's So Into You, a song from her self-titled debut album. The song soared to number 4 on the Hot 100 and to the top of the Billboard R&B chart. 2005 Euro 2013, Between Friends and Beautiful Surprise In 2005, Tamia split from Elektra Records, and created her own record label, Plus One Music Group. The first record to be released on the company was her fourth studio album Between Friends. First released on South African independent label Gallo Records in May 2006, it was later distributed by Image Entertainment in the United States. Entirely produced by SHEP Crawford, with additional production from Rodney Jerkins, it reached number 9 on the Billboard Top R&B Hip Hop Albums chart. Its first two singles, Can't Get Enough, and Me, both reached the top 30 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. In November 2009, a Great Hits compilation was released in South Africa. The same year, Tamia announced that she was working with longtime contributor SHEP Crawford to form a supergroup called TDK along with singers Kelly Price and Deborah Cox. Their joint album The Queen Project failed to materialize however due timing issues and label politics. In August 2012, Tamia's fifth studio Beautiful Surprise was released on Plus One Music and EMI. The singer worked with a vast of different producers on the album, including Chuck Harmony, The Runners, and Carvin and Ivan. Upon its release, it debuted 23 on the Billboard 200 and number 6 on the top R&B Hip Hop Albums chart with first-week sales of 41,521 copies. Lead single Beautiful Surprise, written by Claude Kelly, Salaam Remi and the herself peaked at number 24 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart, and was later nominated for Best R&B Song at the 55th Annual Grammy Awards. In support of the album, supported R. Kelly during his The Single Ladies Tour from October until December 2012. 2014 Euro present, Love Life In August 2014, Tamia signed with Def Jam Recordings, marking her return to major label ranks. During an appearance at a filming of Radio 103.9 Euro unregistered trademark S Cocktails and Conversation, she announced that her sixth album Love Life will be released on June 9, 2015 in the United States. It will be preceded by the first single Sandwich and a Soda, produced by Pop and Oak. Personal life: in Detroit, Michigan she was introduced to Grant Hill by singer Anita Baker. Tamia married Hill on July 24, 1999. Their daughter, Myla Grace Hill, was born on January 23, 2002. On August 9, 2007, Tamia gave birth to their second child, Lael Rose Hill. In 2003, it was announced on Extra that Tamia had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. In an interview with Smooth magazine, Tamia reported that the disease is seemingly in remission and that she has occasional symptoms but they are controlled. Discography Studio albums 1998, Tamia, 2000, A New Day, 2004, More, 2006, Between Friends, 2012, Beautiful Surprise, 2015, Love Life. Tours, 2004, Verizon Ladies First Tour, 2005, South Africa Tour, 2005, Ladies in Seoul Concert, 2006 Euro 2007, Between Friends Tour, 2008, Summer Soul Concert Series Tour, 2008 September, Johannesburg Arts Alive, South Africa, 2009, Summer Soul Concert Series Tour, 2009, The Queen Project, 2012, October Euro December, The Single Ladies Tour with R. Kelly, 2013, Beautiful Tour, 2014, Beautiful Surprise Tour, 2015, Love Live Tour. Awards and nominations: Grammy Awards, 1997, Best Female R&B Vocal Performance, You Put a Move on My Heart, 1997, Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group, Slow Jams, 1997, Best Pop Collaboration with Vocals, Missing You, 2000, Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group, Spend My Life With You, 2013, Best R&B Song, Beautiful Surprise, 2013, Best R&B Album, Beautiful Surprise, NAACP Image Awards, 2000, winner Spend My Life With You, Juno Awards, 1999, Best New Solo Artist, 1999, Best R&B Soul Recording, Tamia, 2001, Best R&B Soul Recording, A New Day, 2005, R&B Soul Recording of the Year, More, 2007, R&B Soul Recording of the Year, Between Friends, Soul Train Awards, 2012, Best Independent Soul Artist, UB Honors Awards, 2012, Best Independent Urban Album, 2012, Best R&B Album of the Year, RLM World Music Awards, 2013, Best Female Artist, Billboard R&B Hip Hop Awards, 2007, Top R&B Hip Hop Artist, Female, Source Awards, 2003, R&B Rap Collaboration of the Year, Interview with Fabolous. See also, List of Billboard #1 Dance Hits, List of artists who reached #1 on the U.S. dance chart, List of people with multiple sclerosis. References. External links, Official site, Tamia on Twitter, Tamia at the Internet Movie Database, Interviews, interview with Al Sharpton on AskDrV.com, Tamia Talks new album, Beyonce, and country music.